Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Norse Rebirth campaign. So Prince Halston is brought up from your dungeons and escorted to the temple. As the noose is placed around his neck, he steadies himself and murmurs several passages that you recognize as being from the Christian Holy Book. Where is your Blessed Virgin now? Or perhaps this is a bad idea. Murdering the Prince of Sweden. I mean, he's only worth $10. And he does have a claim on our kingdom. Now, the problem with killing him is that his weak claim will get inherited by his successor. And then we'll have a 16-year-old with a claim. We could try to murder him. Let's try to murder him. Well... Did you not inherit the claim? You should have inherited the claim. It said that it was inheritable by successor. Can be inherited by a successor. Apparently he didn't get it. Well, Queen Mother, yes. First we're going to murder your mother, Queen of Norway, and then we're going to try to capture you and make you into a concubine. The feast is over, everyone's happy. Granddaughter was born, sickly, unfortunately. Actually, that one's got good income, but it's got a big loot bar. Bergenshus, we've burnt down the city now. The feast is over, and with it the blot. It will be at least 9 years until you hold the next one, but as your vassals return home, most seem to agree the ceremony was well worth the trip. Excellent. Have we made a runestone yet? Well, we should. You decided to commission and raise a grand runestone for future generations to gaze upon. What should be carved into it? Obviously, it's going to speak of me. We could say my great knowledge of the world. It should mention the importance of being kind. You will mention my greatness, the epic deeds I have performed, and the... can't read the whole thing. It will say that I feared nothing. Well, considering how amazing this character was, it will say I feared nothing. Yes. Yes, indeed. Excellent news. My co-conspirator is trying to murder this man who didn't actually inherit the claim, so I'm kind of confused by that. I guess maybe because he wasn't landed? The claim wasn't inherited? I don't know. Maybe the blot is scripted to not let traits get inherited? It's just found it kind of strange. The stone is raised. The runestone you commissioned has been finished and raised on the spot you chose for it. You examine the runes. While he still lived, Botolf, son of... I have no parents, apparently. Son of no one and no one, had this stone raised in his own memory. Even his enemies cannot deny the great courage of Botolf. Those who knew him can swear that when faced with danger, he was always without fear. You leave the stone content in the knowledge that many centuries from now, when its paint has long since faded, scholars will be studying these rune carvings in an effort to glean the wisdom of their words. So we gain 2 diplomacy for a couple of years, and general opinion plus 10, and 300 prestige. Not bad. We shall flatter and soothe you. Failure, he discovered the sabotage. I don't even know why we're trying to murder him. He's not in our court, is he? No, he's in the court of Denmark, so who cares? My son has become a tough soldier. Time for him to find a woman. That one sounds fine. We don't have enough to actually raid and burn this one down, so we'll just move on to the next one. Now, Bergenshus, we've fully raided. We've succeeded with our plot. We could plot to murder this guy because we are his heir, but we gave that title away, so no reason for it. This guy's a Norse Swede, so we don't care about him either. Don't really want to do any of these, actually. We still have Prince Eric. We'll keep him. We have apparently 4 threats, even though there are only 2 listed. We've got a couple factions. I don't know what this number means, this 80% threat. I know for sure they're not going to fire the threat when they have 12% relative strength. They just won't. But 80%. What does that number mean? Prince Magnus of Norway is trying to usurp my title. Chancellor Mayor John of Viega is supposedly traveling around Yarnbarland trying to find both documents and supporters. So Prince Magnus of Norway. Prince Magnus. Who now? Why is there no link to him? There he is. So it is this fella up here. He's trying to fabricate a claim on something. Yarnbarland. So he's trying to fabricate a claim on this. I really don't care. Go ahead, get your claim. It's not going to do anything. Okay, so we have looted everything in this thing. Looks like we need to just try to take something else. She should defend. She's still reigning in Bergenshus, but if we start sieging another holding, like say Vestfold, Vestfold, that she owns, that's her actual primary title, she should go to defend it, which is kind of silly. And she married herself off to the King of Denmark. You two. You two. How dare you. Oh, and this is actually full. Whoops. Alright, let's leave this thing for now. Bring home all of our money. We've inherited the county of Gotland. Okay. Time to give something away then. You, sir. Norse Swede, you get the county of Gotland. We will definitely die soon. Looks like my son can finally get married. Good. She is still reigning in Bergenshus. Why are you not defending? Is it because you're a woman? With men, they teleport to defend their own provinces. Gained 420. Exactly. It's kind of coincidental. I mean, Akershus is not something she owns. Let's go to Opland. My courtier. No, I don't care about her. What to do with this money? Our cultural building is the House Carl training ground. It gives us more heavy infantry and better heavy infantry attack. I think we do want a very well upgraded capital. Preferably, I'd like to get... let's just start off with castle walls. We'll get our defense up a little bit. I don't normally go for defense, but I feel like we're going to have some pretty big wars with this campaign. And then after that, I'd like to build sub-holdings. However, I also want to make sure that we're able to go on a prepared invasion with our next character. No, no, no. No, I will not pay for my daughter. I don't care about her. Don't you understand? I have lots of children. No. You can keep them all. It's fine with me. I do find it interesting that she's not once tried to raise troops. I mean, she's just letting me wander around sieging things. Now, one thing we could do, and I think we will, is if we go here, and then we change the guy, we click the resign button. Now there's no leaders, right? And that is actually really useful for sieges, and kind of gamey, I think. But if you resign all the commanders, then the siege events can't happen. So these troops will no longer go down. It'll just stay at 1993 and 1635 forever. Because the events are not army-based, they're character-based. Everything in this game is related to characters. So if there are no characters, there are no events. Just something you can do. Ragnvald is apparently acting dishonorably. He has no money. How about you just stop backing the plot, and then you make the pop-up go away. I have another grandson. This one looks peculiar. Apparently we're still allowed to Throw someone else in prison. Ooh, it's the Sumanusko. He's raised his flag in rebellion. That's just ugly, man. Why would you do such a thing? We have quite a few more men available, so not too worried about him. Let's get some more vassal boats. And we'll go deal with this little minor threat. Meanwhile, soon after Karl arrived in Reval, Chief Andiamo ordered his imprisonment. Your seer is now languishing in the dungeons of this pagan lord. Who can tell what savages will do to him? You bastard. You imprisoned my court chaplain, my seer. I shall send another. Actually, he probably did it because he tried to revoke his title. Which is understandable. Alright, your son has decided to enlist with the Varangian Guard and Mikla Guard and seek his fortune there, although he will no doubt gain both riches and valuable battle experience. In the service of the Greek king there will be many perils that could cost him his life. This is not my heir. This is one of my sons. And yeah, it does make them much better at combat, and they come back with money and stuff. I don't know why. Yeah, just go ahead. He was apparently our marshal, which is fine. Go with that guy instead. Train troops in the capital. We're about to burn down the castle here in Vestfold. Almost have Opland. I really feel like the female characters should be teleported to defend as well. We're just going to go raid this as soon as it's no longer looted, which is coming up in just 6 months or so. So we'll just go raid it again. We'll catch her eventually. We will get her. A female ruler, this day and age? That's just asking for a Viking raid. Meanwhile, he improves relations with the guy that we're at war with. Nice. 150 times he's been... Well, 150 improved relations we've had. A lot of difference it's making. Seems to have called in an outside ally. Can these guys actually siege me down? You know, there's good reason to stop them. I mean, the loot bar, annoyingly, even though they're sieging, they're not raiding. I don't like this mechanic. I don't like that the loot bar goes down when they're just sieging. They're not looting. But they do. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and raise up some boats again. And I want to bring half of this army home to go fight them off. I don't want them to reduce the loot bar in my capital province. It's really irritating. Again, we will make sure we have no characters in charge. Our seer is dead. It's okay, we have plenty of those. No, I don't want my daughter, I want you. You're the only one I have an eye for. And I will get you. And your pretty dog, too. Let's go ahead and do combat ourselves, just because if we die, who cares? You know, if we die, it'd actually kind of be a good thing at this point. We just start our next prepared invasion. We do have 270 gold there on those boats. Hey, we died in combat, did we? No, we just died bedridden and infirm. So apparently we were fighting from a bed inside the battle zone. They had it was a horse-drawn bed in the middle of combat. And that's where we died. Alright, so now we are King Haakon of Sweden. Now we did lose some titles to our brothers. My half-brother owns one of the counties. He's a little bit disappointed with me because of the short reign penalty. My... Okay, so hold on. King Botolf the Great, that was our father. the one who joined the Varangian Guard apparently came home to inherit his jarldom. He owns the county of Aland, as well as the jarldom of Estonia. So he ended up inheriting a duchy and a single county. And our other brother got 3 counties. He got Varmaland, Gastricland, and Sodermanland. Naturally, completely illogical. You know, it would have made perfect sense in my mind to give him these 3 that are in this duchy. And then, you know, whatever. That's Gallican succession for you. Alright, so we have 48 holdings, which is too many for a prepared invasion. We also have no prestige, so that's fun. Let's choose you to be our marshal for now, since you are probably the best bet. We do have a good steward to choose from. We'll have you try to find out about plots. And the strongest person in our realm right now is actually my half-brother. So we will go and improve relations with him. Just try to offset that succession law. Or the short reign penalty. Tech-wise, our capital is still Upland. We can raise military organization a little bit more. And legalism, we're almost to the next level, which will be nice. We're below our domain limit. I'm not sure if I'm going to kill my brothers or if I'm just going to let them have their lands. I think we will try to improve. No, we're going to try to become exalted among men. And we can immediately gain a whole bunch of prestige just by returning these guys to sea. Or to our... And there we go. Bam. Nope. Not going to pay for her. Now she's only worth 10. Ah. And this one we've pretty much burned to the ground. Bergenschus is available for raiding right now, apparently. 16 November 1004. It's 18 November, and it should go away at the start of next month. So we'll just walk back over that way, I guess. I am not going to pay for any of these people. These sisters do not matter to me. When will you understand that, woman? Okay, now we're just looting this. We're just taking small amounts of money. And she's 20, so for 4 years now we've been trying to catch her. We're gonna get her. It's always easier to chain siege these things because the loot bar, you know, like this one, March of, you know, it's gonna be right on time. So we'll siege this one down when it has no garrison. And she's reigning in Bergenschus, so try to get her. Our son lacks a guardian. We are an acceptable guardian. My half-sister needs a guardian. She will be worth opinion, so I'll have her brother take care of her. And I think this is a pretty good spot to take a break. So, the world, as we know it, is pretty much the same as the 1066 start. I mean, not much is really happening yet. France and the Holy Roman Empire are pretty much where they should be. England did not get consumed by Norway or the Duke William the Bastard. Ireland, as always. Oh, Dublin, actually. I think they start that strong, actually. Oh, well. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.